Some adventure bikes promise freedom, but end up trapping you in frustration instead. In this lineup, the truth finally comes out. Which Japanese machines still conquer continents, and which ones are barely surviving their own legends? From the mighty Africa Twin to the once glorious V-Strom 1000, this list might surprise even the most loyal riders. So, let's start with the 4 worst Japanese adventure bikes. Number 4. Kawasaki KLR 650. The Kawasaki KLR 650 was once known as the ultimate go-anywhere motorcycle, a rugged, affordable one that could cross continents without complaint. But in 2025, that reputation feels like an old story told one time too many. Beneath the tough exterior, the KLR 650 is showing its age, and owners are realizing that what used to be simple and reliable now feels heavy, outdated, and underpowered. The 652cc single-cylinder engine still makes only 40 horsepower and 39 pound-feet of torque, numbers that barely move since its debut in 1987. When combined with a wet weight of 460 pounds, the result is a sluggish, wheezing ride that struggles to keep pace on highways. Riders often find themselves stuck in 5th gear, wringing the throttle just to stay at 70 miles per hour. Fuel economy drops, noise rises, and comfort disappears. The transmission hasn't evolved either. Still a 5-speed, still clunky, and still lacking the smoothness modern adventure bikes offer. The suspension, a 41mm telescopic fork with unitrack rear linkage, feels soft and outdated, bottoming out easily on rough trails. Off-road, it behaves like a stubborn mule, strong but uncooperative. Then there's the notorious doohickey problem, a weak cam chain tensioner lever that's haunted owners for decades. Even after redesigns, riders continue to replace it with aftermarket parts to avoid catastrophic engine failure. Reports of oil consumption at highway speeds still circulate, showing that Kawasaki's long-standing fixes never fully stuck. With the 2022 update, which brought fuel injection and optional ABS, added 24 pounds of extra weight, but little innovation where it mattered. At $8,395, buyers get nostalgia disguised as progress, a motorcycle that refuses to evolve while rivals like the Yamaha Tenere 700 and Honda Transalp leave it in the dust. The KLR 650 still looks ready for the apocalypse, but in 2025, it's the one in danger of extinction. Number 3. Honda NC 750X. The Honda NC 750X looks like an adventure bike that should handle anything. Sleek, practical, and loaded with that familiar Honda badge of reliability. But behind the polished marketing lies a machine that leaves riders frustrated the longer they live with it. Priced at around $10,300, this so-called do-it-all motorcycle turns out to do many things, but few of them particularly well. Power is one of its biggest letdowns. The 745 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine produces just 57.8 horsepower and 50.8 pound-feet of torque. Numbers that sound decent until the throttle is twisted. The engine feels sluggish above 6,000 RPM, and while Honda designed it for smooth, low-end torque, that same setup makes the NC 750X painfully dull on open highways. For a bike marketed as adventurous, it feels more like a commuter with wanderlust. At 476 pounds wet, it's heavier than it looks, and the steel diamond frame doesn't help much in tight corners or off-road situations. With only 5.7 inches of front travel and 4.7 inches in the rear, the suspension simply doesn't handle rough terrain well. On gravel or dirt, the bike feels unsettled, while on asphalt, it rides stiff, stuck awkwardly between two worlds. Fuel capacity is limited to 3.7 gallons, giving a decent range thanks to its efficient consumption rate, but that efficiency feels wasted when every twist of the throttle reminds the rider how tame the performance really is. The seat height of 31.6 inches offers comfort, yet taller riders often complain of cramped ergonomics on longer rides. Even tech features feel halfway done. The 5-inch TFT display looks modern, but offers minimal customization. Optional USB ports? In 2025, that shouldn't even be optional. For all its practicality, the NC 750X is a bike that plays it too safe, too heavy to excite, too soft to explore, and too mild to remember. Number 2. Kawasaki Versys 1000 SE. The Kawasaki Versys 1000 SE has the specs of a dream machine, but the experience of a mixed bag. Priced around $15,800, this so-called adventure tourer packs a 1,043 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, producing a strong 118 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 75.2 pound-feet of torque at 7,500 RPM. On paper, it's quick and capable, but in practice, it feels like a bike that can't quite decide what it wants to be. The first issue shows up as soon as the road stops being perfect. Weighing a hefty 566 pounds wet, the Versys 1000 SE is anything but nimble. That weight, combined with a tall 33.1-inch seat height, makes low-speed maneuvering awkward, especially on gravel or uneven terrain. For a motorcycle advertised as versatile, it struggles the moment adventure actually begins. The engine, while smooth and refined, feels more at home on a sport touring route than an adventure trail. It delivers power too high in the rev range, demanding constant gear changes to keep it awake. Off-road? Forget it. That four-cylinder setup and the bike's sheer mass make it feel unstable and disconnected when traction drops. Even simple U-turns on dirt roads can turn into wrestling matches. Then there's the heat issue. The big inline-4 generates serious warmth, especially in traffic or summer conditions, making long rides uncomfortable. Riders have also pointed out that the stock suspension, though electronically adjustable, tends to feel overly soft at high speeds and too firm over bumps, never quite finding the right balance. Fuel capacity stands at 5.5 gallons, good for long-distance touring, but the average fuel economy of around 39 miles per gallon means frequent stops on serious road trips. Add the high maintenance costs, complex electronics, and premium price tag, and the Versys 1000 SE ends up being a beautiful contradiction, an adventure bike that prefers highways to horizons. Number 1. Suzuki V-Strom 1000. The Suzuki V-Strom 1000 entered the market promising an adventure touring experience, but its early models often left riders wondering where the adventure part had gone. Beneath its bold design and 996 cubic centimeters 90-degree V-twin engine, the bike revealed a road-biased soul that struggled once the pavement disappeared. The 19-inch cast alloy front wheel and limited ground clearance made it feel out of its depth on rough trails, more suited for highways than hard-packed dirt or rocky climbs. For a bike that cost around $12,699 when new, many riders expected a machine that could handle both tarmac and terrain with equal confidence. The problem wasn't power, the V-Strom had enough of it, but how that power was delivered. At 520 pounds wet weight, it became a handful on tight off-road sections, and when dropped, picking it up felt like wrestling a stubborn bull. Its 60.4-inch wheelbase added stability on straight highways, but worked against agility when navigating through tricky, uneven surfaces. This made it more of a tourer with attitude than a genuine adventure tool. Early electronics didn't help its case either. Before 2017, models lacked the advanced traction control systems, cornering ABS, and selectable ride modes that newer adventure bikes now treat as standard. Riders had little room to fine-tune throttle response or suspension feel for variable conditions, leaving the V-Strom lagging behind rivals like the BMW R1200 GS and Triumph Tiger Explorer that offered far superior technology. Even comfort-focused features fell short for long expeditions. The 33-inch seat height paired with a bulky frame felt awkward at slow speeds, especially for shorter riders. What Suzuki built was a dependable road machine disguised as an off-roader. Solid, yes, but not daring. The result? A bike that performed brilliantly on asphalt, yet stumbled whenever the adventure actually began. Now the list of best, the machines that actually deliver on their promises. Here are the 5 Japanese adventure bikes that redefine what it means to ride free. Starting strong with number 5. Number 5. Honda CR-F 1100L Africa Twin. The Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports ES stands as one of the finest adventure touring motorcycles of 2025. A machine that combines cutting-edge engineering with long-distance comfort and real-world practicality. It carries the same legendary DNA as the standard Africa Twin, but upgrades nearly every component to create a bike that feels equally confident on asphalt highways and rugged mountain roads. Powering this adventure beast is a 1,084 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that delivers smooth yet commanding performance. Updated tuning for the latest model year boosts mid-range torque, giving the bike stronger pull where it's needed most, during high-speed overtakes or steep climbs. The power delivery feels refined and effortless, whether paired with the traditional 6-speed gearbox or Honda's dual-clutch transmission, which offers seamless automatic gear shifts. The DCT's multiple ride modes, including Drive for fuel economy and Sport for sharper throttle response, let the rider tailor the bike to any mood or terrain. What truly sets the Adventure Sports ES apart is its Showa electronically equipped ride adjustment suspension system. It automatically adapts to changing road conditions, adjusting damping and preload in real time. Whether carrying luggage or a passenger, the ride stays composed and balanced without manual tweaking. The bike's 6.6-gallon fuel tank allows riders to stretch further between fuel stops, while the 19-inch front wheel and shorter suspension travel improve on-road stability and cornering, traits rarely seen in big adventure bikes. Comfort is another highlight. An adjustable windscreen, heated grips, and an aerodynamic fairing make long journeys almost effortless. At around $18,500, the Africa Twin Adventure Sports ES also includes premium tech like a 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, cornering ABS, cruise control, and a 12-volt accessory socket. It's the perfect blend of technology, comfort, and adventure, built for riders who refuse to compromise between power and practicality. Number 4. Yamaha Tenere 700. The Yamaha Tenere 700 has earned its reputation as one of the most capable and dependable mid-weight adventure bikes on the market. It's a machine built for riders who crave rugged simplicity, mechanical reliability, and real-world performance over flashy electronics. At its core lies a 689 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled inline twin-cylinder engine, featuring Yamaha's cross-plane crankshaft concept with a 270-degree crank, a setup that delivers smooth, predictable torque and exceptional throttle response across the rev range. Producing around 72 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque, this engine is all about usable power that thrives both on winding roads and rocky trails. The Tenere's 6-speed transmission shifts cleanly through every gear, with gearing that feels right at home on steep climbs or cruising at 70 miles per hour on the highway. Its fuel injection system is finely tuned, returning an impressive around 54 miles per gallon, allowing for long stretches between fuel stops from its 4.2-gallon tank. What makes this bike shine off-road is its brilliant chassis design. The double-cradle steel frame keeps things durable yet surprisingly lightweight, and the suspension setup is one of the best in its class. Up front, a 43mm fully adjustable inverted fork offers 8.3 inches of travel, while the rear's single shock provides 7.9 inches, enough cushion to absorb brutal terrain without sacrificing control. The 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels, paired with Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires, give it real dirt credibility, while the 3-mode switchable ABS lets the rider take full control off-road. Even the details hit the mark. LED headlights, a 5-inch color TFT display, smartphone connectivity through Y-Connect, and a comfortable rally-style seat that keeps long rides manageable. At roughly $10,800, the Tenere 700 delivers reliability, raw capability, and confidence where many bigger and pricier adventure bikes start to hesitate. Number 3. Suzuki V-Strom 1050DE. The Suzuki V-Strom 1050DE has become one of the most capable adventure bikes for riders who love venturing beyond the pavement. It's powered by a 1,037 cubic centimeter 90-degree V-twin engine that produces 107 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque, delivering that signature Suzuki mid-range punch, strong, smooth, and incredibly linear. This engine thrives on rough terrain, pulling confidently through gravel and dirt where other big adventure bikes start to hesitate. The first thing that sets the DE apart is its 21-inch front wheel and 17-inch rear, both mounted on wire-spoked aluminum rims built to handle abuse from rocky trails. The tires feature a semi-block pattern, offering the perfect balance between road grip and off-road traction. Combine that with fully adjustable KYB suspension, with 6.7 inches of front travel and 6.6 inches at the rear, and this bike glides over uneven terrain with confidence. The ground clearance of 7.5 inches gives it the breathing room it needs when navigating deep ruts or fallen branches. Where the DE really shines is in its electronic intelligence. The Suzuki Intelligent Ride System adds cutting-edge control without overcomplicating the experience. The G-mode traction control is exclusive to this model, letting the rear wheel slip slightly for better handling in gravel. It even allows the rear ABS to be turned off, something serious off-roaders have begged for. On-road, cruise control, hill hold, and load-dependent braking make long-distance rides feel effortless. The bike's ergonomics are equally well thought out. Wide handlebars, steel foot pegs, and a stable stance make it easy to control while standing on rough terrain. Priced around $15,599, the V-Strom 1050DE offers the versatility of a touring machine and the toughness of a trail bike. It's a reminder that adventure doesn't always need fancy gimmicks. Sometimes it just needs solid engineering that works anywhere the road disappears. Number 2. Honda XL 750 Transalp. The Honda XL 750 Transalp has quickly become one of the most balanced adventure bikes on the market, perfectly straddling the line between everyday practicality and long-distance touring capability. At its core is a 755 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that produces a lively 90.5 horsepower at 9,500 RPM. It uses a 270-degree crankshaft, giving it the smooth, throaty character of a V-twin while keeping the efficiency and compactness of a parallel twin. Paired with throttle-by-wire, it delivers a sharp and precise throttle response across all 5 riding modes: Sport, Standard, Rain, Gravel, and User, adapting effortlessly to changing terrain. The chassis design keeps things agile yet stable. Built around a lightweight diamond-style steel frame, the Transalp feels composed on the highway and planted on loose gravel. Its 43mm Showa S FFCA inverted fork provides 7.9 inches of travel, while the ProLink single rear shock adds 7.5 inches, both tuned for comfort and control. With 8.3 inches of ground clearance and a curb weight of just 459 pounds, it's far lighter and more manageable than many full-sized adventure bikes in its class. Honda's selectable torque control, with 5 levels of traction adjustment, integrated wheelie control, and switchable rear ABS, make it a joy for riders who like to customize their experience. The 5-inch full-color TFT display adds a modern touch, offering Bluetooth connectivity and turn-by-turn navigation through Honda Road Sync. For touring comfort, it includes LED lighting, an emergency stop signal (ESS), for sudden braking alerts, and a USB Type-C charging port. Priced around $10,999, the Transalp delivers exceptional value. It's the kind of machine that handles weekday commutes with ease, then transforms into a confident trail explorer the moment the pavement ends. A true all-rounder built for today's riders. Number 1. Honda Crossrunner VFR 800X. The Honda Crossrunner, known in some markets as the VFR 800X, has earned its place as one of Honda's most versatile motorcycles. A machine built to bridge the gap between city commuting and long-distance adventure. Powered by a 782 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled engine, this bike produces a confident 100.4 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 53.7 pound-feet of torque at 9,500 RPM, giving it the smooth pull of a sport tourer with the balance of an adventure machine. That legendary V4 engine comes straight from the acclaimed VFR 800, refined to deliver a broader power band and a more exhilarating mid-range surge. What makes the Crossrunner shine is its adaptability. The wide handlebars and low 32.1-inch seat height create a commanding yet comfortable riding position, while the long travel suspension and special Pirelli Scorpion tires make it capable of tackling light off-road trails without losing its highway composure. During its development, Honda's engineers ran more than 120 wind tunnel tests, optimizing every curve for aerodynamic stability. a testament to the brand's obsessive engineering approach. The chassis is built around a twin-spar aluminum frame, delivering a precise and reassuring feel through corners. Braking performance is handled by dual 296mm front discs with 3-pot calipers and a 256mm rear disc equipped with ABS as standard, giving riders strong, predictable stopping power on every surface. Despite its 530-pound wet weight, the Crossrunner feels surprisingly nimble, aided by its 57.6-inch wheelbase that keeps it stable at speed yet responsive in urban traffic. The 5.7-gallon fuel tank offers long range between stops, making it ideal for touring. Priced around $13,000, the Honda Crossrunner stands as a confident all-rounder, powerful, comfortable, and engineered with Honda's trademark precision. For riders seeking a machine that blends sport performance with touring practicality, this V4-powered crossover remains one of the most rewarding options in its class.